I'm Suneet Avtar, your English teacher. In today's class, I'm going to start with the next type of tenses with active and passive. So, in the previous video lecture, we did our simple tenses. In this part, we will be doing our continuous as well as our perfect tenses. So, let us recapitulate our previous lecture. The sentence is, Shinu writes a letter, Shinu wrote a letter, Shinu will write a letter. So, what we will write in passive, a letter is written by Shinu, a letter was written by Shinu, a letter will be written by Shinu. In all these passive sentences, we have used past participle. This thing we did in detail in our previous video lecture. Let us start with the continuous one. So, in this part of the video lecture, let us take that same sentence. Shinu is writing a letter. Shinu was writing a letter. Shinu will be writing a letter. So, what we will do in passivization, a letter is being written. Here we'll take a help of helping verb, that is. A letter is being written by Shinu. In past, letter was. Is will change into was. Are will be changed into were. A letter was being written by Shinu. Future continuous active we are having. Shinu will be writing a letter. Okay, Shinu will be writing a letter, but we can't make passive here. Okay. So let's take our perfect tense now. Shinu has written a letter. Shinu had written a letter. Shinu will have written a letter. So a letter has been written by Shinu. Here we have to use has been. In past perfect we have to use had been, and in future perfect we have to use will have been. Will is an auxiliary model. We don't use has or had with will. So let's repeat this. A letter has been written by Shinu, a letter had been written by Shinu, and a letter will have been written by Shinu. Now I would like to introduce the interrogative part. Okay, so let's start with the simple sentences now. I post the letter. I post the letter. I post a letter? Do I post a letter? Okay, do I post a letter? This sentence we have, and it is in an active, so we have to change it in passive. Okay, so here do is written, so I'll take is as our helping verb to frame passive sentence, passive interrogative sentence. Is a letter posted by me? Is a letter posted by me? I posted a letter. Did I post a letter? So here we used is, but in this case we'll use was. Was a letter posted by me? Question mark. If you will not apply question mark, you will get a 0 in your exam. Then, will I post a letter? Will a letter be posted by me? Now let's take up one more type. Let me introduce you one more type. If we are having some prepositions, for example, the children threw stones at the beggar. That's very wrong thing. The children threw stones at the beggar. So here at is there with threw. The children threw stones at the beggar. So we can't leave this. Students make the same mistake. Stones were thrown at the beggar. We can't leave this. Stones were thrown at the beggar by the children, or stones were thrown by the children at the beggar. What I suggest, you should complete the passive first, then remaining part you apply at the end. Now one more thing, this box contains milk, or this jar contains milk. So now what will you do in this case? Milk is contained in this box, not by this box. Milk is contained in this box. This is my tip to you, that don't forget to apply the preposition that is used in the sentence. Otherwise you will lose your marks. Okay, let me give you one more example. People laughed at my joke. People laughed at my joke. People laughed at my joke. No? So my joke was laughed at by the people. My joke was laughed at by the people. We can't leave the preposition. So till today we have done continuous and perfect